Sunday fun day, if you believe that. Hope everybody's having a wonderful and safe Sunday evening. Ladies and gents, let's get to the Brazilian Grand Prix, um, and let's talk about how things went. Overall, seeing the highlights, everything went well, in my opinion. How about Max Verstappen finishing third, P3, getting points for the team, cutting in between those two McLarens? How about Lando Norris winning back to back? I do not have a Kimi Antonelli car, so we're gonna make this just Mercedes car. This is George Russell, so this is just gonna be Kimi Antonelli, but just Mercedes. So Kimi Antonelli, ladies and gentlemen, rookie, on the podium twice this year, twice, two or three times this year. So not bad at all. I think that he is the future of Mercedes, no question in my mind. I think that he is going to be the one driver eventually for Mercedes. That's just my opinion. As for the Brazilian Grand Prix, I think it was a great race, other than Gabe not having a great day today at his home track. So that is a tough break for Sauber, as a lot of people like to call him, Kick Sauber, now Steak, whatever they're called. But yeah, that is a tough break for Gabriel to not finish at his home Grand Prix. But I am looking at the sequence here of the points, and Max is slowly cutting in between the two McLaren guys, and we got races remaining, I believe, 3 races remaining to decide on a championship. So we got 3 races remaining, ladies and gentlemen. I had a count in my head. We got Vegas, Lunzel, and then Abu Dhabi, and it could be anybody that could bring home that World Drivers' Championship this year. It could be Lando Norris. A lot of people want to see Lando. I'm a big fan of Lando Norris myself. I've always liked McLaren myself as well, so I wouldn't mind seeing Lando do it. But here comes Max, the the Dutchman. So you just never know. Max could easily pull something out at Vegas. He could win at Vegas. Then he could go to Lunzel, and he could sweep the sprint weekend at Lunzel. He can win the sprint, and he can win the Grand Prix at Lunzel. You never know. It could come down to the 2007 title bit with McLaren, where Lewis Hamilton almost had it in 2007, and it was Kimi Räikkönen for Ferrari that won it that year. And then we go into 2008. It should have been Felipe Massa for Ferrari, and then Lewis Hamilton got it for McLaren. So we've had a couple of interesting, series of events. And then how about in 2010 with Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, Mark Webber, and I believe Fernando Alonso. Four-way tie going into the last race of the year, and Seb won his first World Drivers' Championship for Red Bull. So it could be a 3-car battle if Oscar could get some speed and possibly get a little bit more points. But Oscar is falling behind. Lando's won 2 in a row. Max has been on the podium since summer break. And again, I'm going to mention this. Summer break, guys, kind of makes or breaks things here with a lot of teams. And I honestly think that Lando's coming out strong, but Max wants to stay there. Max wants to get to the end, but I think he wants to battle his way through to earn his 5th. So, in my opinion, guys, I think it's going to come down to one of those two guys. I think it could come down to Lando, or it could come down to Max. You just never know there. As for Kimi Antonelli for Mercedes, Mercedes is doing decent. They're doing somewhat well. George Russell has been on the podium a couple of times this year, I believe. Kimi Antonelli has been on the podium too. I believe he got his first Kimi Antonelli got his first pole this year, so he is doing great as a rookie. So we're looking at some pretty interesting things going on with the other teams, but I'll talk about that after the last race of the year. We'll do a season finale. Granted, yes, I'm covering this a little late, but like I said, guys, all in all, a great Grand Prix weekend. Max had a hard time with his Red Bull, but started P17 and flew through the field like he did last year to finish third. Max could have a stellar uh, last three races. He could possibly win his fifth. You never know. It could be an interesting sequence of events with him. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much just a quick little video of my little analyst for Brazil. So other than that, guys, congratulations to the podium winners, Lando Norris, Kimi Antonelli, and Max Verstappen, the Dutchman. Other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next video of F1 Talk, probably next week for the Vegas Grand Prix. That is most likely next week or in a week's time. So other than that, guys, I'm out for now. I will catch you all next time. Peace.